All right, note to future guests, bring balloons and all is good. All is good.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
Not
Not even. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
I know.
HAIM, I
It's been
miss
forever.
you. So nice to see you.
We're back. We're back.
Oh my God, you are so back. And thank you for coming in and hanging out with us on day one in our new studios and just...
Congratulations.
I know.
Thanks. It's cool, right? It's good. It feels good. It feels nice to be able to kind of still... I know, look at this.
I love this.
Wow.
This is...
I'm just gonna say that it should be like this every day.
Yeah.
Just keep it like this.
Yeah.
You
That's
got
not
it.
an LED screen. Those are printouts.
those are prints.
It's
Yeah,
true.
those are posters.
It's true. It's old school 80s like poster wall. Like,
Yes.
thing
Wow.
you've got to go. The artwork is amazing though.
It's
by
good
the way.
artwork.
so much.
Thank you, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a strong... I know he's your friend,
I
but I
know.
mean, I know
Well,
you
that
guys
was
collaborate,
dropped.
but now
I
he's...
have to drop his name
Drop
as
it.
many times as I can.
No. We know you're family friends, but I mean, now he's shooting your album covers again.
I know.
This is cool.
Second time.
Exactly. Again, he's a repeat. So, how are you?
I'm
Great.
so
So
happy that we're here.
Yes.
I was afraid that you did. I feel like we both had the same thing. Like, I didn't know if you wanted to talk
No,
to
I missed
us.
you guys terribly. And I was
Really?
like, no, real talk. Like, I was
Really?
like, yeah, because you guys had a time and I had a time and then I was traveling and you couldn't and we missed each other. And I was like,
I
this,
was sad.
this doesn't work for me.
Doesn't
like,
work for me either.
We've spoken every single project.
I
We
know.
go
I
way,
know.
way back.
It was a bit heartbreaking.
I know.
Same.
I
And
know.
also because the album is so good, I'm like, how come I haven't had a chance to talk about this record?
Thank you.
Because of what you've created and
Tell us more,
congratulations.
Zane. How
I
much do you like the
know.
record?
Well,
Tell us more.
Well, you know, you took something that if you're lucky you go through, which is some form of separation or heartache, and you created a tribute to it. You know, a real journey
this.
from beginning to end of kind of a playbook in a way of how you get through it and who you get through it with, and you know what's good about it. And you all look really happy and healthy and amazing.
I know.
I mean,
we showered.
True. We showered
We
today.
We made sure to look nice for. I mean, I didn't realize that we were the first guests that
Yeah.
are.
Oh yeah.
on.
We went into this fully not knowing anything. We just wanted to talk to you.
We don't
Perfect.
read our emails, obviously.
Neither.
Yeah.
By the way, can we just talk about email culture for a while?
Don't
Like,
read them.
Don't know
Don't
her.
read
I
them.
probably shouldn't say this as
I
an
don't know her.
executive at a big company, but I don't read a lot of emails.
No.
It's not that I don't care. I just find them really high frequency.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very intense.
Texting is fine.
All day.
all day.
I will
Yeah.
text all day.
I can handle text. Text to me is just like,
Yeah.
fire them off. But
Yeah.
I also, I'm a compulsive like answerer to all emails. So if there's an email
Oh.
chain, I feel like I've got to like say something. I've got to be like, yeah, that's a great idea.
You
Like,
got to
even-
pop in.
Oh, I don't have that.
I don't
at
have
all.
that at
No,
all.
I don't have that at
No,
all.
but that's why I had to stop
Okay.
because I was
You
like,
quit.
I had to
You quit.
You quit.
You quit emails.
quit email.
Emails.
And
You quit
here-
emails.
Not entirely.
Full circle.
Yeah.
And here we are.
It's okay.
We started here, and,
Yeah.
now, we're here.
I've been living in Los Angeles for 10 years. You know, I've known you since before we moved here. You were so kind and remain kind, but you were very, very kind when we moved here and were really cool to me and my family. Esty, I called you in for school advice. Like,
I know. What was the first question? Tell me.
I know.
What's going
Where
on
did
with
we
schools?
land?
What's going
Where
on?
did we land?
Going to schools?
Where did we land? Exactly. And you were just so great. You gave me half an hour, 40 minutes of just like real honest conversation about where you thought based on what I was saying the kids should go, la, la, la. And LA definitely feels like our home now.
I can't believe it's
So
been
exciting.
10 years?
10
That's
years.
crazy.
That
I
is
remember
nuts.
exactly when you moved here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
told us about Apple Music.
I remember when you were like, I need to talk to you guys.
Top secret.
Top
Top
secret in
There's
LA.
This new thing
In
that's
LA.
happening.
Yeah.
Come to this restaurant.
I know. Yeah, we went
No,
to.
you chose the restaurant. I knew no restaurants. You guys
yeah.
definitely chose the spot.
Where did we? I don't remember
It was
where
a
we went.
strange place on Melrose. It's weird. I drove past it the other day and looked at it and was like, I think that's where I actually had a beer with HAIM that day. And then
Sounds
asked them
about
to
right.
do radio.
Okay.
I
All
know.
right.
And then we did HAIM time.
Yeah, that's right.
What a time to be alive. Bring it back.
Bring
I
it
know.
back.
Well,
Well,
back.
later today, to some degree, you are kind of bringing
It's
it
true.
back.
We are. We're
I
taking
know.
over. We're
Reprising
taking
our
over.
role.
Yeah, you are. Well, you are tastemakers. You do have amazing taste in music, and you can have both. You can make great music and have great taste in music, and that's how you meet people who ultimately, you know, collaborate with you to make great shit. Rostam is great. You have great taste. You work with Rostam. That's how it works. Must have been really nice to sort of reprise that again and felt comfortable to get in the studio and just begin with someone that you know knows you.
Yeah. Rostam's the best. He, like, when it comes to, you know, making a band sound unique, I think when it comes to, like, you know, producing and engineering, he's just such a genius with making organic instruments sound unique, I think. And every time I hear something that he's produced on the radio, I'm like, oh, this sounds like Rostam. Like, you know, in a very, you know, cool and not so obvious way. But yeah, it's amazing working with him.
Kind of unobvious on this album too in all the right ways. I feel like any of the sort of tendencies for him to Rostam it, to be pulled back a little bit. All of you found a new space to kind of let things breathe. It feels like there's quite a lot of space on this record in a really nice way.
Thank you.
And the drums are really essential. Like
I mean, that's the Danielle HAIM sauce right there.
You got that thing, man. That thing, when you kick in.
Thank you.
Is that your favorite instrument, real talk? I know you can play everything.
No, it's my favorite. And it's also, the way that we write songs is like mostly from drums. And I've actually played a lot of drums on Rostam produced songs that I love. Like, I did like the Claro, Sophia, and Bags songs. I played drums on those, and I just love playing drums. I love playing drums when Rostam's recording them. Yeah. Because he just makes them sound so cool. But yeah, we just write songs mostly from drums because it's our first instrument.
Yeah. I don't want to like gas Danielle up, but like there are some, because we're sisters and I don't want to gas my sisters up right now. But baby sisters, no. But no, Danielle's drum parts on this album were like mind blowing watching her play drums. Like I think on Everybody's Trying to Figure Me Out. Like I remember the day in the studio where she was just like, it felt like hours was just playing different drum parts and mixing it up, and it was very beautiful to watch. I think Danielle really popped off. I think when you're talking about the sound of the album, it really was Danielle and Rostam working together hand in hand and producing this album. And I think it's our best album that we've ever made. And when I look at it, like it's just, I have so much love for this album. Yeah. And I Quit has kind of taken on so many different meanings. But I think now when I look at it, I was like, we put every single emotion, blood, sweat, and tears in this album that now when I look at it, I'm like, it feels like such a complete chapter that I'm like, I quit.
That's all I can do.
I'm like, that's all we had.
That's all I can do.
That's literally all we had was on this record. It was like we're basically starting anew at this point.
It's the best writing for me as a fan of you. And as someone who I think I can consider you friends. Like it's my favorite writing that you've done as a team. And it's also, I think, you're right about Danielle and Rostam coming together and making a great sort of drum track and a great sense of dynamic momentum, but it also gave you all the space to perform at your best. Everybody's showing up on this record. And like I said, it doesn't feel like you feel the need to overproduce everything. It's like, here is the sentiment of the song. Let's give it what it needs, dress it appropriately, and let it speak for itself. And I think that really speaks to the album for me as a fan of it,
Thank you, Zane.
Amateur reviews.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that coming from you.
Yeah.
You know how much your opinion means to us.
Well, also you've known us for so long.
I
mean, I think it's almost been 20 years probably
Pretty
that we've
much.
known. You've seen us from our first album, but I think especially on this album, we've been a band since 2007, and this is the first album that I feel like we could take a exhale. Like I feel like it's just been like this like running uphill kind of situation, and with this album we're like we've been in the studio, so we're so confident in the studio now. And like you met us when like Days Are Gone came out, we were like little green babies. We were like, we don't know anything, and now it's like making albums for us is just like, let's get in the studio and do it. It's not as daunting as I think it was.
It also just must be really nice to be able to be a band and not everybody lean into the same narrative, which is just like, aren't they precociously talented? Do you know what I mean? Because for the longest time when you came out, it was like, I'm sorry, they're incredible. Have you seen them play? They shred the shit out of everything. And it's like, hang on, your experience has caught up to your ability. Your ability's gotten more confident. And to your point now, when you listen to the music, it's like, you don't have to try to prove anything to anyone. That's what this album sounds like to me.
Yeah. That's how it felt. It felt. Sure. I think it was this album for sure was maybe my favorite time being in this studio.
Yeah.
We had just come off of one of the best tours I think we had ever been on. I will say that we had ever been on. The One More HAIM tour was like the most mind-blowing tour, and we were
arenas too. Like really like getting that
so much fun.
Yeah, and getting that space where it's like to get to a point where you realize your audience loves you. Tickets get sold, songs get sung, people like what you do. No one's gonna take it away from you. Did you know what I mean?
We always think it's going to get taken away from us.
Yeah,
not now, surely.
No, I think to your point, I think the thing that was so amazing about this album is I feel like our fans always get us.
Yeah.
Like putting out a song like Relationships, and we talk about it all the time, like we would show that song to so many people, and like a lot of people like didn't understand how special that song was, but we knew that our fans were going to get it, and it was like the most rewarding experience to be like, our fans, they just got it immediately.
Yeah.
And we were fighting for that song for so long. I mean, we wrote it so long ago.
Fighting how?
Just like no one could understand how to help us finish it. I think they were like, oh, this song doesn't make any sense. Like, you need, like, there were so many people that were like, you need to rewrite the song. And we were like, I think it's amazing the way it was. Like, it was like one of those songs that when Danielle showed us like the initial demo, I was like, oh, there's some magic here.
Yeah.
And it was like on her iPhone, like she had written it on a plane on her GarageBand.
GarageBand.
Thank you. We appreciate
Sorry,
you.
on her.
GarageBand.
Can we get GarageBand logos behind us? Just
I'm
to
so
let know?
sorry.
Yeah.
Apple. Can the GarageBand people sponsor us? Let me tell you.
We've been saying
We don't do
honestly,
that. I'm sorry.
We've been saying this.
I'm sorry.
We've been saying this since for all of our albums have GarageBand sounds on them.
yes.
Okay, Apple.
You know what?
And
Okay.
no one.
You know what?
Let it be
Not
known.
one phone call.
Not one phone call
from the GarageBand team.
Let me just let everybody into a little insight on how HAIM work, right? It's there's a lot of lulls, but deep down there's a serious, like, no, seriously, fucking connect us to
Yeah,
GarageBand.
yes,
What
yes.
We're here.
What we're gonna do is after this, I'm gonna make sure GarageBand know who you are and what you're doing, which
Thank
they
you,
will,
Zane.
and make sure
Thank you.
everything's cool,
Zane.
taken care of. I
Amazing.
got you.
Thank you, Zane.
I just
We've been
don't know if
saying
they
this.
know.
So you write this beautiful stream of consciousness on a plane, which is actually a wonderful place to create if when inspiration strikes you, because no one can call you, interrupt
Totally.
you, text you, or hit you.
Yeah.
Because what I love about relationships is it keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper and
Yes.
deeper. It doesn't settle into a groove or a loop. It's like, no, you're still telling us new things 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
Great. That's amazing. I mean, I'm so happy you feel that way. And yeah, I think a lot of people, even if they do kind of know us or don't know us and they listen to our music, I think sometimes, like in the last 10 years, people are like confused. They're like, oh, they're a rock band, but oh my God, they make the music that, like, sometimes they have, a drum machine or drums, but then they rock out, but then they love pop music. And I feel like that's something that you really got from us, Zane, from early on. And that's what our fans recognize in us, is that you can't really put us in a box, and we love, messing around with sounds. So I think, some people just were like, this is to this or this is to that about relationships. And we were just like, we know our fans are going to get it.
It's just interesting to me at this point, and I know why, because you're always looking for some feedback. To assume that every artist that we admire, even, I don't want to speak on his name, but like even Frank, would, like, I'm sure have people to say, I'm like, what do you, I'm gonna send you the song. Like, it's natural to do that.
Yeah.
But at some point it's like, am I asking too much of people to get what we instinctively get? It's not their job to understand what we love.
Totally.
In a strange way.
That's why we also keep it pretty concealer. We don't really show anyone anything.
We only
For the most
pass
part.
we were never like a pass the aux band where like people are like showing their songs and it'd be like,
That
pass
they're
the aux,
working
I
on?
got a
Yeah,
new,
like,
I
do you
got
wanna
a
hear this
new,
thing I'm
new
working
track.
on?
It honestly, I think the first song that we like, I mean, we again have been a band since 2007. I think we made Forever in 2011.
Yeah.
And we didn't show anyone our music until like the second that Forever was like, we were never confident enough. And I think with relationships, we were like, I like didn't give a fuck. I was like, this song fucking rules.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
if you don't get it, like, fuck off.
Basically. Speaking of relationships, this album was written and recorded during a time of ins and outs. Now you're back ins.
I'm back in.
You're back in.
Essie's back in.
I'm back in. But the record was recorded completely on the outs.
On the outs.
All three on the outs.
Angle.
And then I quit, not that quickly, but sort of quickly, then met my now fiance.
Congratulations. This is such
One
beautiful
HAIM.
Thank you.
First time.
This is beautiful news.
He's the best ever.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky. He's extremely lucky.
He is.
I'm very lucky.
Yes,
He
he is.
is.
Extremely lucky.
Yes, he is. That is the
He
order
We
of
love,
things.
thank you. We love him. He's the best. And also, big deal, Danielle and Alana like him too,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is
Has
so
it-
important.
I will
So important.
say us all three being single was very fun though.
Oh, it was so much
It
fun.
was very fun.
I can tell because there are some really fun songs on the record about you all being single.
Oh, yeah.
There's way more fun songs in the album about you all being single than like I'm really bummed out I'm single songs.
Yeah.
Well,
There's a couple of those, but predominantly it's like I'm really having fun being single.
I basically just invited Danielle and Essie into like my world. I was like, welcome, babes. Been single for like 6 years. Love it. I love being single.
And
It's fun.
what was that experience? Was it literally, as you you see it in the movies where it's like we're all going out and it's like doodle doo 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 doo.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
in one car.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know
all
if that
fit-
soundtrack was right though. I don't know if it's doodly doo to do.
We're like doodly doo to
I don't know
do
if
do.
it's
No, I
doodly
think
doo.
you were
All right.
trying. I think you were
it's more
trying.
That's what it was more like. Yeah,
African.
yeah. Doodly doot. I don't know.
A lot of
It's been a long time since I was single, so maybe like 25, 26
Maybe
years
back
ago,
then
it was like doodle doo 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 doo, and I'd be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Which just explains why it's a long
No,
time.
it's
you know?
very much like a wah guitar, which we actually put a lot of wah guitar in this album.
That explains a lot. Yeah.
the most fun
That was
guitar to play, but also
so
like
fun.
very deceptively challenging to make the wah work for you.
Well,
It's true.
I'm a drummer, so
Yeah, so you gotta that
you gotta
pedal.
have the rhythm
You gotta
thing.
have the
pedal.
Gotta have the rhythm
Pedal.
thing.
Yeah.
Can you wah too much?
You can, I don't think so.
Is
You don't
that
think so?
even
I
a
don't
That's
think
a
it's
really
possible.
great question,
I think it's a
Zane.
great. I think that maybe I don't know. Can you wah too much? No,
No,
I mean you know
no.
you
Bring
can't.
the wah back.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
guys. Who else is gonna?
Who's doing
we
wah?
need to do some wah.
Do you know
guitar.
one of the greatest wahs ever
Tell
is
me.
Maggot Brain by Funkadelic?
Oh, yeah.
That
Don't you
is
dare.
just
Are you kidding?
so-
The best to do it.
I love it
Maggot.
because it's such a deceptive song too. Because when it starts, the drums and everything is just like for like a minute and a half, and then the guitar's like, wow! It's just like it just like
That's
takes your head off.
got to be on purpose.
That was amazing.
yeah, of
We
course.
should start
Shit.
an Apple Music game where you
Goddamn.
have to voice it from every instrument. You have to be like,
Okay, let's do it again. Maybe I'll come and crash your show later on, and we'll do another one of these. and
you
we'll
should.
figure it
there you
out.
go.
I love
I'm
it.
down.
You're getting married. This is really big news.
Thank you.
Congratulations to him.
Yes.
A North Londoner as
North
well.
Londoner.
North Londoner.
I know. I got a Brit.
You caught a
I
Brit.
bagged a Brit.
You bagged a
I
Brit.
bagged a Brit. I mean, that's where our career pretty much started. Was
Yeah.
in the UK.
Yeah.
So I'm really bringing it full circle.
Yeah. I noticed, and also, man, the UK still absolutely loves you. I noticed that when as soon as the music started to roll out, you're out there playing shows again, and it's like,
It's the best.
We love the UK.
We got to play Glastonbury, a secret set at the Park stage.
I know.
Stage.
How was that?
Oh,
The
Insane.
best.
So
The first
so
time we
fun.
played Glastonbury, we got to play the Park stage. I remember it was like kind of like a time warp. Like I was standing side stage. We were like about to go on stage, and I physically remember standing side stage when we played Glastonbury the first time and being like, "How did I get here?" And I had this same feeling when I was on side stage playing the same stage. It was like, "How did I get here?"
For those people that have never been, though, what makes it more unique than, say, Way Out West or Bonnaroo or whatever? Because no disrespect to any of these other festivals, and even some of them which you
Yeah,
could have.
they're all great.
Some of them,
Fine.
some of them are festivals. Most of them are festivals. But
Ooh,
a Restival.
but you know,
Wow, that cut.
Trademark.
Some of them are struggling a little bit, you know, but in terms of like identity and what they're actually trying to achieve. But Glastonbury is just like it's something really special.
It just always holds on to the music is the most important thing at that festival. And it's just everyone is such a big community there. Like I feel like everyone is helping each other out. Everyone's just so excited
Happy
to be there.
people.
Happy,
All ages.
all
Happy
ages,
people.
doesn't matter. So many different bands that you can see. I mean, like it's
All different types of
impossible.
music.
It's impossible to see all of Glastonbury only going once. Like I've been
true.
there now. How many times have I played? Six times, and I feel like I've only seen like 10% of Glastonbury. Like I like need to like concentrate one year and like really like
Explore.
explore the grounds. But no, it's like the greatest festival, and like also we love the UK so much they embraced us first, and every time we're invited back to Glastonbury I'm like, oh my god, thank god.
Yeah.
We got it. We still got it.
got it.
But no, I mean, festivals to us is like, it's musician summer camp. It's the greatest time. Like festival season. The fact that festival season for us is done is really sad, but
No, we're still going on
about
tour,
to go on
though.
tour. We're
Yeah,
about
we're
to
going
go
on
on
tour.
But I
tour.
know what you mean when you say that, because there is something really special about like going out there and being around in an environment full of your peers, and also knowing that when things go wrong, we're going to be fine. Like
Yeah.
we've done this in all kinds of environments. We're going to be fine. Not everyone's going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
Exactly.
You know, there must have been some times when you've gone on at festivals though, and it just could not have been more challenging.
Oh, there's so many.
Well,
I mean,
our ears cut out.
Our ears cut out.
my favorite thing was so I was standing side stage, Park stage. I was like, how did I get here? I walk 2 steps, one ear just goes. I'm like, okay, so I can't.
I can't hear.
This is gonna be interesting, and it was like comical. Like I like changed my ears 15 times. It ended up being a whole debacle. But that's like the fun thing. I'm like, we're a real band. Sorry, like there's gonna be a million different mistakes. I have the mistakes are the best part. Like,
That's the
do you
thing
want us to be like robots? Like, we're not robots.
No.
That's the stuff
we're
you
human.
remember for sure. I know it's one of those life cliches, but it is true. It's the stuff that you kind of get through. I love Take Me Back.
Aw.
That to me is like really captures that time in your life that you're almost scared to go back to because it draws emotion out. It's like, I don't know if I can't take it. It's too much. It's too much, you know?
Don't you also feel like there's like rose-colored glasses though?
Yeah,
Like
for
when you look
fully.
back at that, like going through high school, I think for all of us collectively was a nightmare.
Yeah.
But now when I look back on it, I'm like, wait, that was actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like going to parties and having people shit in back of trucks. Like
I did.
We can't
that
do that
lyric really
anymore.
jumps out.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where, as you're sort of reflecting upon a life, a 1.0, maybe a 2.0, the shitting in the back of the truck story.
Yeah.
I'm assuming all of it is real.
Yeah,
It's all real.
It's
So
real.
someone just overdid it.
just
Yeah.
overdid
On the-
it. You know, she
you
had
know,
it, she had
high
a-
school. High
school.
school. What can we say?
and she's great.
But it
we
was-
love her.
I don't think you named and shamed though, right? So,
No.
but
There's
that
no
person-
shame.
but
All
that-
the
we
only
changed
two
the name.
names that are real are my name and my best friend Kane.
Right.
Kane's name is real. And then we were like, once those stories were out, we were like, okay, wait, we need to change everybody else's name. We got permission.
It's-
But,
There's
yeah.
no shame.
No,
It's
there's
all
absolutely
fun.
no shame.
That's
It's
right.
all good things.
No, for sure. It's just a term, name and shame, and it almost always applies to shitting in the back of a truck when you take too many
Always.
drugs. But
Yeah.
but
Always.
that being said, in
Always.
this particular case, we're not shaming. But there's
No.
somebody out there who definitely knows it's them, right? Like they may not be named, but they definitely maybe they put the HAIM song on and were like, oh, this is cute, and then it gets to that lyric and they're like, damn, oh my God.
Well, you know what? It was honestly like that day in the studio making that song, like we're talking about even going back to like how amazing making this album felt was like that day in the studio, we were all so collectively burnt. It was like direct middle of the album. We had like, I've told this story before, but like we had like 16 songs that were like half done that like Rostin was like, you guys need to finish these songs. And we were like, fine. And we like came in the studio and we were like, we don't want
Yeah, we want to keep making new ones.
We want to keep making new ones. And Danielle kind of started with this drum pattern, and I think we like kind of Rostam was like, we're not starting a new song today. We're not doing it. Bless his soul. Like honestly, Rostam.
I love that Rostam has to be the
He
grown
has
up in
to
the
be
room
it.
sometimes.
He has to be the grown up in the room
Yeah.
because we'll just keep writing until we can't.
Most
I mean, we can write for
Finishing
forever.
sucks.
Finishing
I
the song
know.
sucks.
It
It
sucks.
sucks. I hate it. But we had to do it. But then that day he was like, fine, we'll start a new song. And we were just, it was like a day that started out when we were like, couldn't get out of bed. I was like, ugh, I can't go to the studio today. And then it actually turned into us like cry laughing, just talking about the craziest shit that we did in high school in that time. And like mentioning streets that we would, you know, parking lots and streets and all the good things that were happening in the Valley. And it was a very special day. It's like one of my favorite days was making that song.
Yeah, it's a
in the
really
studio.
special song. And also being like one of the most prominent and well-known modern artists to come from Los Angeles. It's really nice kind of getting that vibe. And it is.
Zane.
Now that you've made album number 4, and now that, you know, life is kind of settling into this whole new space of like, oh, life with the band. It's not just about the band. Do you feel a change? Does it feel different to when you started? Do you feel like you have to adapt to life in a slightly different way as you continue to commit in the band?
I think I mean, obviously we're, you know, in different times of our lives and we're doing different things, but I think it's extremely exciting. I mean, if anything, I'm like, when I tell you how excited I am to go on this tour, like touring is where, when we made this album, like even hearing Take Me Back, like we haven't played that one live yet, like that is like my world. Like touring, and I think it will forever be my world. And I think all three of us can say that, like touring to us is like, we could do, you know, go off and do adventures, but like the one high that I will never get rid of is being on stage and playing live. Like when I'm 80 years old, like please God, let me please keep playing live, because like if that part of my life ever stopped, I would be heartbroken. I wouldn't be the person that I am. Like we started as a live band, we'll always be a live band. And the thought that tour starts so soon. When does it start?
In a month.
September 4th.
September 4th, baby. And we're starting in
Philadelphia.
Philly, where my mom's from. And it's like coming home. It's just like, that's where we're meant to be.
Yeah.
And I am so excited. I'm like ready to go.
Yeah.
And we want to just keep making records. I think that's like the long and short of it. I think it's just that we want to just keep. I think we recognize that it's such a blessing that we get to do this. We're really fucking lucky. And so we want to tour. We want to tour as long as we can, and then just keep making songs and keep making records.
That is the absolute point. Like, because I started again recently, and my friend was like, "What do you want to do with it? Like, you're gonna putting in the matrix and the frequency, like, you're gonna do it. What are you gonna promote it?" And I was like, "No, I want to make 30 things,
Yeah.
but I got to make one
Totally.
Yeah.
to make 29
Exactly.
more, right?
No,
You
it's
know?
true.
And it's like the whole point is just to feel like you can create.
Exactly.
What a beautiful life.
And keep doing that.
Yeah.
And that's all. I think that's all we want to do. And then life's. I think the thing that we're, to your point, finding the footing is like, how do we find the balance between the life stuff and still doing the thing that we love so much, and creating that balance.
Yeah.
And that's a day-to-day process.
That's called life.
That's life.
That's just called life.
But depending on what's coming up, what's popping up, health stuff, like it doesn't. You just kind of have to take it day by day and try to learn from everything. And that's all we're trying to do is like, okay, let's make sure that like we're giving enough attention to like this magical band that we've creative in this music that we've cultivated, but also paying attention to like our friends and our family and our relationships and watering those things.
Well, I still can't fucking cook. Like, I need to learn how to cook a meal for myself.
Anything?
I can't
Not
cook.
one thing?
No, Alana
I can't
burns Jell-O.
cook. I can't cook, you guys.
Alana burns
Danielle
Jell-O.
lived with me, and now I'm like really feeling. I literally, and also as I said, I can't cook. I like stuttered. Like it's like a big thing for me. Like I really just
I've tried to
unlocked
limit
something in my
trying to
soul.
limit the mockery because I can
But
tell this
d-
hurts.
I know
Yes.
it hurts me. I'm like, I need to learn how
Little
to be an
mockery?
adult.
I mean,
No, please mock me forever. It's insane that I don't know how to cook. Danielle lived with me while we were making this album. She cooked me like beautiful meals all the
you.
time.
I do like
And
to
now
cook.
she's gone, and now I'm like, I don't know what.
Can I give you some kindness?
Yes.
I think it's a wiring thing. I can't either.
I
think
can't
it's a
do it.
timing thing. I'm the person that goes in there and I've like got big plans.
Yeah.
And 30, like maybe 25% into the process, like something will be slightly burnt, and I'm just like, Dad,
I know. I'm
Yes,
done.
yeah.
I think it's.
You guys, you got to prep
throwing
your
the pots
ingredients.
away and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I'm just the kind of person, if I'm not like naturally good at it, like I can't do it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
I
need
know.
to be perfect at it. Like I have to.
It's a perfectionist.
You know what I mean?
I
Yes,
think
I
that's a
do.
HAIM trait. We don't do shit that we're not good at. We
I
don't
know.
want
I
to do
can't
it.
do
you can
it.
cook?
Bowling,
You can
Estie's
cook.
good at everything. You guys
yeah.
both can
I
cook. I
can
don't know
cook.
what happened.
I can cook.
But you were gonna say bowling?
Yeah, were you
Well,
saying
no,
something about
I was
bowling?
saying like if that's the thing, like if I'm not good at bowling, I don't want to bowl.
Is this new
the
information
one,
for you
that's
guys?
the one thing Estie's bad at.
Yeah,
She's like, well,
bowling.
you know, everyone
Bowling.
has their flaws.
And bowling is
Bowling
mine.
is my flaw.
It's my
the one activity
My
you do
fatal
maybe
flaw.
once a year.
my
I
favorite flaw.
went to a pop star's house 2 weeks ago. Has his own bowling.
No.
alley.
What?
Who has
Wait,
their own bowl?
wait,
Who
wait,
has-
tell
we
us
need
who
to
it is.
offline about
Ed
it.
Sheeran has
Offline.
his own bowling alley. So I go into
Ed.
No.
Yeah. It's epic. It's epic.
Wow.
So but I'm like, oh yeah, I got this.
I can do that.
I'm like,
Oh, no, Zane, what did you do?
I'm like Fred Flintstone,
Oh, no.
picking up my bowling, rubbing it down, like ready to go.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, gutter. I'm like,
No. Right.
No.
gutter.
Fluke.
No.
Gutter. At which point it goes, do you want me to put like the
Bumpers.
The
The
bumpers.
bumpers.
No, Ed.
No.
bumpers up for you? And I was just like, how rude.
Wow. How rude.
So rude.
Yeah.
Not
Damn.
the bumpers.
Not
Then
the
he's just like,
bumpers.
Oh wait, so he's in like a
He's in the
like
PBA.
He's good at
he's a
bowling.
great bowler.
he's a bowler.
So you and Estie, you and
me
Ed
and-
Sheeran have different flaws.
We have different. Well,
He's really good at bowling. You need
I'm-
lessons, apparently.
maybe I should call up Ed.
Yeah.
Just make a quick
Give me
visit.
some lessons.
We've never been invited. I want to be invited
I
to
know.
that.
1-800 Ed
Well,
Sheeran.
So now we have GarageBand. We have two things that you need to do.
Yeah,
you have
two
GarageBand and Ed
connects.
Sheeran.
I got you. I'm your plug.
Okay, great.
100%.
Great. Hook it up.
Can I ask you some random questions? Because
Yes,
sometimes mine are a
yes.
bit boring. What was
I love-
who's the first person that you played anything to off this new album? Anything. First
Oh,
time.
Thomas Anderson.
Oh my God. He's literally like your spiritual guide.
Second time I dropped his name in this interview. No, he's the best. I mean, we for the last 3 albums, he's the first person that we showed music to. He's just the greatest sounding board. Like he was helping us with track order.
I mean, to be fair, like you bought me my first CD when I was 14 was the Boogie Nights soundtrack, which is
I had taste.
so good.
The greatest soundtrack of all
Hang on.
time.
I had taste.
That's got some.
Exactly.
That's got
There's
That's
no
the one.
doo-doo
Yeah.
on that.
There's no
I feel like
doo-doo-doos.
I feel like I'm going out listening to that. Not so much you guys going out. That definitely leans into my bag.
Listen, that's my bag.
That's your bag.
That opening.
Yeah.
Da-da, da-da, da-da. Like the sickest opening.
What you think?
Dude, no, it's not that. No, you guys, you're
Oh,
wrong.
we're doing Cheryl Lynn. Which one are you doing?
No, that one is. I can't sing right now. It
Best
doesn't
of My
take
Love.
much to make
Oh,
me
yeah.
happy.
I was on your level.
We were on Cheryl Lynn.
Yeah, we were sorry.
We were
Me and
somewhere
Zane
else.
just went to
No.
a different universe.
much to make me
That was that one shot in Boogie Nights. That opening shot.
I know, it's
All one
amazing.
shot.
Have you talked to him about how he chooses the music and what he does? How
He's
he fi-
just a genius. It's
Yeah.
all in his brain.
It's in his brain. He's basically
He
like
knows.
the best music supervisor in the game.
He really
Like-
is amazing.
Like, you guys need to go toe to toe on like music because he has the craziest music knowledge of all time. Like, he knows every song. He's a perfect
I'd
human
love
being.
to meet him. If I connect you with GarageBand and Ed Sheeran, would you
okay.
connect me
We'll
with
connect
Pete
you.
Thomas
I will.
Anderson?
great.
I
I feel like that's
will.
much easier for you than it is for me. I feel like I'm doing a much heavier lift here. Like me calling Ed Sheeran, like,
You're
hey, can Esty come get bowling lessons is a little harder than you calling up Uncle Paul and being like, hey, can you just talk music with this annoying Kiwi for 5 minutes? Because it would make
No,
his
you're
day.
not. No, it's just it's no secret we love Paul. He's the greatest person ever. And every time I can say that I consider him like a friend and like a family member,
It's
I'm
kind of
like,
weird, right? When that
what?
happens. It is weird.
It's so
I have
weird.
people like that in my life. It's weird. I feel weird about you. I feel it happens all the time. Whenever I make friends with people who are, blow me away and inspire me, I'm always like, wow, what an amazing experience. You did some music supervision. What was the show?
I did. Nobody Wants This.
Yeah, I watched that show. How was that experience for you?
So much fun.
Yeah.
I was just taking cues from Paul. He's like my North Star. Not to bring him up again.
That's the third time.
But it was really, really fun. It's all fun. Anything. I mean, I think for all of us, any chance that we get to do anything musical,
Yeah.
I think it's always a yes.
Yeah.
You know. And now Alana's an actress too. I
was gonna say,
she's
when
doing
you-
acting,
something.
and
you-
she's doing music.
Are you doing anything else in terms of like acting or anything like that?
I was gonna put my hair behind my ear, but my Beats headphone is in the way. There's things coming. I just did. Yeah, there's fun things happening.
She's got things cooking.
I've got things cooking. It's rad. It's really. I've gotten to work with. I got to do a movie with Josh O'Connor, hottie Josh O'Connor.
Amazing.
He's the best. No, I'm just having fun. And again, it's like kind of what Ezzy said. Like anything that's creative, I'm like, let's go. I'm like ready to go.
Hello, cake person. What's
And
going
we
on?
just we also got you a cake.
Wait, Zane, do you remember the
Do you
first time
remember
we
the
ever
first
met?
time we ever met?
Yeah, it got real. And you were about to slam me with the cake. You wanted to
We
say,
were-
I begged
yes.
you. Do you remember? I begged
I
you.
know.
Because you had a gig after.
I begged you. You were like, no, we're going to throw this cake in
At
your
your
face.
face.
Well, there
I know.
was a
Well, because
thing.
you were
And
talking
you were
shit.
talking
You were
shit,
in the
Zane.
car on the way to the interview, and you were live,
Zane,
and you
you
were talking
used to be a
shit.
sassy gal.
I was
You
sassy.
used to be so sassy.
You were
Let
so
me tell
fucking sassy.
you.
You were
We
talking so much shit.
You were like,
was.
I'm gonna pick better songs than HAIM.
HAIM.
Like I don't know these
I don't know these
girls.
girls.
They
Who are
don't
these
know.
girls?
I
Wait,
don't know
hang
what
on. This
songs.
is throwing an interesting addition to the timeline. Does that mean you stopped halfway and got a cake?
Yes.
Yes,
You
we
actually
did.
pulled over
Yes.
into
Yes.
like
We went to
We went to
Sainsbury's.
We went to Tesco.
Tesco.
You went
Yeah.
to-
We went to
Yes.
Tesco.
Tesco's and
Got
got
you
a
a
cake.
cake.
Yes.
By the way, man, those cakes are fucking freezing. Do you know how
They're
cold they have to
so
keep those
cold.
cakes?
I know.
If you'd thrown anything in my face from Tesco's, I've gotten like freezer burn.
I
No,
know.
or
No,
cryo.
Zane, we did verses. We did a versus battle
What are
of
you
like
saying?
picking
What are you saying,
songs.
sweets?
But you had a gig that night, and we were like, Zane, we're gonna smash your head into this cake, and
Yeah.
you literally on your knees was
I was
like,
on
you
my
guys,
knees.
Please,
you
I
guys,
don't have
please.
another shirt.
I don't have another
Yeah.
shirt.
I don't have another shirt.
This was for on air, and then as soon as the mics went down, I literally said, no one else in the room could hear this. I was like, please do not throw this cake in my face. Like, I've got to go and play in Leeds, and I do not want to do it covered in Tesco cream.
Yeah, I
Like,
cannot show up like this.
I cannot show. I mean, maybe I could. It might have been legendary, right?
Like, very, I don't know,
But
sort
we-
of Andrew WK.
We
Yeah,
had
it's- I bet
to.
you-
We
God
had to
bless.
get you
Never
another.
forget your first.
HAIM. You guys
We're
are the best.
It's true. You never forget your first.
You never forget your
It's
first.
true.
I love you guys.
And this is cake for everyone, by the way.
Yes, it's
got cake
apparently
for
it's a very
everyone.
delicious cake.
It's a really amazing story, and it's like the best part of my job is to watch people who are really talented continue to just thrive and make great things.
We're gonna keep
enjoy
doing
life.
it.
Yeah, you've been there every step of the way.
know.
Yeah,
Zane.
it's awesome.
Every
Okay,
step.
I'm going to ask every artist that comes in this room this question because I think it's going to make a really, really fun thing over the course of time. We put it all together. It could make a really lovely kind of almost Smithsonian type person. So
Cute.
I'm going to put you on the
Okay.
spot. If you could, as a band, think of one artist that's a Hall of Fame for you, that goes in the Hall of Fame. And I know it's tough. It doesn't have to be the only one, but one artist that the three of you can all agree on would be.
Oh, just one, or do we each get
Do
one?
we each get one?
I think maybe let's just
just
do
one?
one as a band.
We huddle.
We're gonna need a second.
Wait, and it could be any artist.
Yeah, any
Like,
artist.
yeah, I feel like we already know.
I think we know.
Do we all know?
Yeah.
Should we
Should we
all
say it?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Prince.
Oh. Prince. Thank God I paused.
That's really smart.
You know what? One more time.
One, two, three.
Prince.
Were we gonna say Joni?
Yeah, exactly.
What were you gonna say?
It doesn't
Pink?
matter. We're gonna say Prince.
What does Prince?
But Esty, just so everybody knows, Esty mouthed the words, but I didn't yell. And Esty had a moment, and I just had sister panic. Okay, so that was
saw-
a crazy moment for me.
I think you played it beautifully. By
Thank
the way,
you. I'm an actress. I know when to not speak. That was what we learned.
I'm an actress. You forgot the hand. You've got to put the hand up.
I'm an actress.
I'm an actress.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No, that is a good. That we would put Prince in the.
Prince.
Of course.
What does Prince mean to HAIM?
Oh my,
Oh my gosh,
everything.
everything. Prince was probably one of the first people we all cumulatively agreed on
And became
I mean,
obsessed with, I think, at the
the-
same time.
Yeah, and we
underrated
saw-
guitar player. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
Oh, the
underrated.
greatest.
Underrated
Like
and
the greatest guitar player, greatest producer, greatest
Songwriter,
performer,
performer.
songwriter, like all around. Just
Amazing performer. Like he dances. While he plays guitar. I mean, he's just like
How many times
otherworldly.
you got to see him live?
Yeah,
obviously.
I
Oh my
got
God.
saw him.
to
I
see
see how many
him.
times you see him. I probably saw him like
I
10
saw him,
times.
I saw him about 15 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. I
We saw him at Coachella.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw him
yeah.
so many
I
times.
think I've told this before in the year, but I think I saw his last show with the band because his last tour was with the
yeah,
was doing
the piano, which
Yeah.
I didn't get to see.
I didn't see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
piano.
yeah. But in 2015, just before we left the UK, I got to see him play a charity show, and it was just the set list was just mind blowing. It's just never stop. Incredible.
He's everything. I mean, I remember when I heard the news that he died, I had to pull over. I was on the 101 freeway. I remember
Yeah.
exactly where I was.
Yeah.
I heard it on the radio. I pulled over and was bawling. We had like a meeting and I called in and I was
No,
like,
we were in the studio with Dev.
no, I wasn't. I was
No, you were
on my
your way to the
Yeah,
studio.
yeah,
with
we were
Tim,
at
right?
Dev
You never
Hines.
knew.
I was on my way and I had to call and be like, I'm going to need a minute.
Yeah.
And I sat on the side next to Universal Studios and just bawled. Was inconsolable.
I've had a couple of moments like that, getting planes always the worst when you're in the air for 10, 11 hours and then you land and
Oh my
something.
God,
like
I
that.
can't.
Found out about Mac. That was really sad.
Oh, I
Oh,
can't.
no.
I
But-
can't.
So sad.
But
can't.
with Prince, we were on the air. Yeah. JJ, our mutual friend JJ.
Yeah, JJ, that's right.
I'll never forget it. He pulled the laptop up in front of me and he said, okay, it was really thoughtful. He goes, okay, I'm going to refresh this page, but I just need to let you know that like what you're going to see
Oh my God.
Oh
is
my
really,
God.
really intense, but you need to know. And he refreshed it and it was like, and it was like Prince dead at
Oh my
56.
God.
No.
And we weren't necessarily allowed to play the music because the estate hadn't
Oh, yeah.
released it for streaming services.
Right.
Forgot about that.
But
Totally forgot
but
about that.
I called my boss at the time and said, look, what can we do?
Right.
And he said, we will make good and we will make sure that it is all taken care
Right.
of.
Oh, so you,
So we got to play for 2 hours. We got we got an agreement from everybody involved to play the music for 2 hours, and then
Oh
it went
my
back to us,
God.
and then we made good. So yeah, I mean, it was a crazy one, but like I think that to me is the greatest show
Wow.
I've ever seen.
Oh,
hands
like,
down.
insane.
Yeah.
Hands down.
The fact that Prince played Coachella is still insane to me. Like, what? It was so crazy. Like, I remember watching him and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe, like, it was like one of those moments where you know that this moment is going to be like a moment that everyone talks about for the
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
of your life. Like, did you see Prince at Coachella?
Well,
it was,
he played his set
Yeah.
and then he showed up at a house party.
Yeah.
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 I know. And
You
just
guys,
jams.
I'm
I
sorry.
know.
Yeah.
I
Like
know.
someone's random
Yeah.
house party. Like I don't know. When I
We
heard
need to
that, I was
start
like,
doing
first of all,
that.
why wasn't I there?
Yeah.
I know. I was so upset we didn't.
I was so
get
upset we didn't get invited.
Yeah, we didn't get invited. We're not invited to a lot of things.
I know.
We're just not invited.
We're not invited to Ed Sheeran's house.
I know.
We're not
Same.
invited to Ed
It's- well,
Sheeran's house.
Listen, I'm going to be really honest. There's been a few HAIM parties I haven't been invited to. I'm just
No,
gonna say that straight up.
no,
We
What?
never
That's
have
not true.
parties. What parties
not
do we
true.
There
have?
are parties.
We what?
We don't have parties.
You know what? We're gonna offline about this, man. Is this why we broke up? Is this actually why we broke up? And now I'm back.
Zane, you know what, Zane? I'm gonna go on air. You're invited to my wedding.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yep, you're invited to my wedding.
Oh,
You're invited to my wedding. Come
You
to my
heard
wedding.
it here first.
You
oh my
and
God,
Cara.
I just
You and
saw.
Cara.
You need a DJ, don't you?
I was gonna say. I feel like I know where this is going.
You know exactly where this is going.
I love you so much. You're the absolute best. I could
love
not have
you.
thought of a better crew to come through and hang out with us in this brand new space. Will you please, when you're not out there playing incredible sold out arena shows and festivals and making amazing records, feel like this is your home as much as we do.
Thank you.
We love you.
We love Apple
you.
Music.
We love Apple Music.